Oh, hey there, Rick. I didn't see you there. Welcome to my shop.
Today we are going to see what it takes to be a real-life guitar player. Alright, so in all seriousness, I've got my friend Troy here. Troy, you play at our church. And Troy's a really good guitar player. And he's got a really cool professional guitar rig. And I thought it'd be really fun to show kind of a broad overview of what it can look like to have a professional guitar rig. Now, some people have bigger rigs than yours. Some people have smaller rigs than yours. Yours is kind of right down the middle. I mean, there are some people that have really tiny rigs and people who have racks and racks of equipment.
Yeah.
But yours is it's controlled, meaning it's got a controller system, and you've got a decent amount of pedals on here. So
Right.
Walk us through it.
Sure. So I basically have some overdrive pedals. So there's one underneath there that I just kind of leave on all the time because I think it sounds great. And then it goes into my volume pedal. It's a volume pedal. It's basically the same thing as a volume on your guitar. And then it goes into this tube screamer. It's an overdrive pedal. It just sounds like this. So that was a clean one.
Right.
And then it goes next into this overdrive pedal here. So that's set up for kind of a more aggressive sound.
Sure.
And then we go into this one here. And this is kind of my main go-to overdrive pedal that I use most of the time. So. It's also got a clean boost on it, so if I want something to stick out. Yeah.
So these three and the one you have underneath,
Yep.
they're all basically meant to distort the sound.
Right.
And so that's like one class of pedals that you've got.
Yep.
And then after that, one of the things that we hear a lot, especially in the music you and I play, is delay and reverb and some modulation. So
Right.
Walk us through like this pedal here.
So this is the Strymon Timeline, and it does delays. So you can have longer delays, more atmospheric.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Or you can have, and this is the same exact, or you can have like really short delays, so it sounds like that.
Oh, sure,
Where it's almost not perceivable.
Yep. Kind of a hillbilly sound almost.
Yeah.
And this is like a delay, that's what we call it in the guitar world, but it's really just an echo.
Right.
It's just repeating the sound over and over again.
Yeah.
So then, go ahead.
So that's got a bunch of stuff on it, and this is M9, and basically it's just sort of like a Swiss Army knife. It can do a lot of things. It has overdrive sounds, it has delay sounds, reverb sounds, modulation, filter. So I mean, it can do a lot of things.
And so why would you not just do your whole pedal board? It's a lot smaller, it's a lot easier. Why would you not just do just this?
Because these have more options than this does, and this can only run 3 effects at a time.
Sure.
Whereas I can do 4, 7, whatever.
And also, like you would say, maybe this one, in some cases, doesn't sound as good as this one,
Correct.
or as these other ones too.
Yeah, the overdrive sounds in this are, if you sit and work with them a long time, you can get them to sound pretty good, but these just sound good easier.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So show us a couple things you can do in this one.
So this one, one sound that I use in it a lot is this echo platter, and I have it work.
It's not working.
It's not working, but you can set it.
It is doing. It is doing it.
Here we go. So you can set it to feedback onto itself.
Oh, sure.
Get that sort of sound.
So this pedal now is controlling this. You had the volume here, and then this one is an expression pedal.
Right. Yep.
And so that can control essentially this rig. Anything on here, any one setting on here can be controlled by this.
Yep. So it does that, and it also does like tremolo sounds.
Oh, sure.
It also does pitch vibrato. It kind of sounds like a chorus sort of thing. It just
Yeah.
Raises your pitch and lowers it really quick. And it's just a regular, so here's without, oh, it's got a delay on. So that's just completely dry. And this is just a little bit of reverb. It's almost not perceivable while you're playing until you stop.
Yep. Okay.
And there's also longer delays.
Yeah.
You know, combine that with the delay sound, you have this really cool like atmospheric sound. And
Yeah.
so
you've got like a lot of different things that you can do here. But you're in a song, and now you're moving from section to section. This is one of the cool things. You know, Troy just changed his board very recently to have this piece, and this is one of the cool things I wanted to talk to you about. Is what does this do?
yeah, so this is a MIDI controller, and basically what it does is it can control, along with this right here, this is a bypass looper, looper switcher. And so basically what this pedal up here does is it can control which ins and outs are active. So like this is hooked up to one of my overdrive pedals, and I can tell this device to turn that one on or off based on whichever preset I have selected up here. Basically the way I use them is I use them on a per song basis right now. So like this is the song On and On, good old Eagle Brook Church song. And so this is like the different sections of songs. So this is like the intro, this is like verse, the entitled verse, this is the chorus, and that's the bridge sound. So what that does is it controls the decay on the M9. The second preset is for the verse. Got a phaser hooked up to it right now. The next one is the chorus. So a little bit of delay, and usually I think I'd have a little bit of reverb on it. I think that preset was funky.
Sure.
But so then the next one is the bridge.
And all of this though is completely pointless if you don't have it in your fingers. Like I'm noticing that here, where I have some of these pedals, not these exact pedals, but I have similar pedals. And what I have in my fingers, what I have in my hands is nothing like you. I mean, you've got a lot more experience on me. And it's just really cool to see someone who knows what they're doing with their fingers and also knows what they're doing with the board.
Yeah, it's like the board is like its own instrument. Like sometimes sometimes I hardly practice guitar. I'm programming stuff here, which is sort of fun and sort of not, because I have all these toys I get to play with, and like the creativity of sound is not limitless for me, but more limitless than it was. And so I get to play with all this stuff, which sometimes means that I actually play guitar less, but
sure.
Yeah. I'm playing this instrument too.
Yeah, no, totally. And it's an extension of what you do.
Yeah.
And everything we saw here, you're using your practice guitar, you're using your practice amp, which is a crate, or as you've got it taped off, it's a rat.
Yep.
And so it sounds way better when you have your really nice Gibson or Fender electric, and you got your really nice vintage tube amp.
And we actually have a microphone on there, and I'm running stereo.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also, finally, I guess the last thing just to show is just this pedal board. You've got it all set up. This is a custom-made pedal board that you made.
One of my hobbies is woodworking, and so I also love the story of like reclaimed wood, like how we can take something that was just going to be firewood and make it into something beautiful. And so that's one of the reasons I like making that board.
Yeah, seriously, this is really cool, enlightening. I hope this was interesting to you. Hey, you guys have a good week. We'll talk to you next week. Why don't you play us out?